presented with the posthumous scenario of finding himself face to face with his creator, atheist Bertrand Russell was asked how he would respond if God were to ask him why he didn't believe. His response? Not enough evidence, God. Not enough evidence. Now the Bible says that his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and his divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world in the things that have been made. It also says in the Old Testament that the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech, night after night they reveal knowledge. You'd think, wouldn't you, that the deeper biologists were able to penetrate the mysteries of life, the further cosmologists were able to peer into the farthest reaches of space, the greater physicists were able to understand the laws of physics, that the evidence for God would mount up. His fingerprints would literally be everywhere. Why is it then that the majority of scientists are either atheists or agnostic? Does science really offer zero evidence for the existence of God? At the beginning of the 21st century, has his existence been rendered highly improbable by scientific discoveries? Well, the fact that some scientists do believe in God is enough in itself to show that science hasn't exactly done God out of a job. Now, biologist Steven Meyer offers two possible explanations as to why many of his colleagues and contemporaries fail to see evidence of God's existence. The first is what I call the filter down effect. This is what he says: it takes time for new discoveries to percolate and for their implications to be fully considered, and some of the best evidence for theism, that's belief in God, is very new. The second is an entrenched materialistic worldview. This is the belief that science must only allow for a natural explanation. Now this has two consequences. The first is the creation of an intellectual climate that is hostile towards those who dissent. As Myers states, such a climate could discourage others from exploring this area or speaking out favourably toward it. The second is it acts like a filter lens, filtering out certain colours of the spectrum and emphasising others. And a naturalistic, materialistic worldview conveniently filters out evidence for God. Far from being absent, the evidence for God is out there, visible in all strands of science, visible even to the most fundamentalist of scientistic, anti-theistic atheists like Richard Dawkins, who wrote this: "We live on a planet where we are surrounded by perhaps 10 million species independently displaying a powerful illusion of design." Did you get that? 10 million independent and powerful testimonies to the existence of a creator. His invisible qualities, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived since the creation of the world in the things that have been made. And Dawkins dismisses it as an illusion. Is it illusion? Is it evidence? You decide.